Riyad Mahrez announced PFA Player of the Year, and deservedly so. Straight off the bat, no other contenders. Wins it outright. Leicester soaring at the top of the table. 4-0 against Swansea. The holiday's coming, Jason. The worldwide Monday off that everyone hopefully is going to take a point as we get battered celebrating Leicester City pulling off the biggest Cinderella story in the history of sports. Mahrez is you advocate.
Without Vardy, 4-0.
Without Vardy. Below stepped up big. 2 goals in there, and I think that overall it showcases that this Leicester team.
Right?
What?
Scored the first goal.
In this game recently?
Mahrez, yeah.
Yeah, you good. Mahrez is a man.
Yeah.
But his goal against Man City, by the way, I stated this on all platforms, it's going to go down as the historic goal of the season, I think. Step over, bang, see you later, Otamendi, enjoy that grass for dinner, mate, boom, top bin. But the question is, will you have an answer? Probably not.
I will.
Riyad Mahrez, best ever bargain Premier League signing ever. Mouthful?
It's not.
Ridiculous, maybe?
It's not.
No, it's not. Because we have some graphics of the former PFA Player of the Year.
Could you ask Jason?
Jason.
Who's the best bargain signing?
Who's the best bargain sign ever? Don't say it.
I believe it's Lord Bentner.
Very true. Very true. You win the argument.
Or the person who said, "Why isn't Joe the plumber not on the team of the year?"
Yeah. So when you go back and you look at, especially last season, you look at players like Eden Hazard, what I love about this graphic.
He scored 2 goals.
Well, I know someone found them.
2.
Someone found them, and they brought him back to life. It was no longer his twin brother Edward Hazard who was shite. We switched him back
for State Farm, National Bureau of Assists.
Here is the graphic that we're going to throw up of the previous PFA Player of the Year award winners and the value that they were signed for or that was put towards them. There is some frees in there, like the Steven Gerrards of the world, matured through the system of Liverpool. John Terry's in there as well from winning it free. But some of them that come in with the likes of Thierry Henry, bought for 10.5 million, Ruud van Nistelrooy, 19 million, Steven Gerrard, as I mentioned, free. There's a bunch of great players in there. Eden Hazard, as of recent, ridiculous amount of money was paid for him to sign him to get to this stage. So when we look back at the signings, Jason, you have to go back to 1993 for Aston Villa. Paul McGrath, which is 1993, this is going to be a lot more money. I'd say it's probably like 2 or 3 million nowadays in terms of value. £400,000 for him, equaling that of what Leicester paid from Le Havre to sign Riyad Mahrez, £400,000. And as you mentioned, how much do you think he's going to go for now if he was to be signed?
22.5 million pounds.
Good estimate. Good estimate for him. So that does pose the question.
If he goes.
Because 400,000 is ridiculous in its own. But £400,000 as of recent, and the amount of ridiculous money that's spent on Andy Carroll, Fernando Torres, 60 million to go to Chelsea, fucking Tom Cleverley. Just ridiculous amount of money thrown at anyone with a slight inclination that they may be a star. And you get this guy coming from Le Havre in French football, going to Leicester City. Doesn't immediately hit the ridiculous height that we think. Well, I'm like, what am I even saying? No one thought he was going to hit that height. He just soars past the height of what he is expected to hit and goes on to be, without a shadow of a doubt, the best player in the Premier League this season. Not even anyone comes close to how good he is. You can tell me Mesut Ozil, you're half a season Mesut Ozil and how good he is. Look what happened to Arsenal again this weekend. 0-0 to Sunderland. Oh. Like, come on. How is this guy still going to be in a job? Oh!
Tell you, job security, it's like whatever the job security is over at Arsenal.
I want to, Arsene Wenger
in the world
is going to come in to the office.
Do you know what it says above their tunnel? Strive for mediocrity.
He's going to come in just with a joint in his mouth, a diaper on from the night before. Don't know how he's got it. His hair all messed up, a bottle of vodka in one hand, like, oh, we are here to train. And the board is going to be like, Arsenal looks good today. How about a raise? Like, they're just...
How about a raise?
I will eat these words. See all those words that I just said there? I'll eat them if Arsene Wenger stays around at Arsenal next season. I'll be happy to eat them because finally they'll make a change. But Mahrez is a story, but I'm going to give a quick recap of everything else of value that happened in the world of football. Luis Suarez is an alien. 2 back-to-back games of 4 goals. How does someone do that? 8 goals in 2 games. You'd be lucky to score 8 goals in 495 games. Against no one in goals on your own. Crystal Palace make their way to an FA Cup final to face against Manchester United. Interesting. Juventus win their 5th consecutive Serie A title after an adversity, overcoming adversity at the start of the season. They go on to win it. Unbelievable accolade for them. France, no one gives a fuck because PSG are just won it at Christmas anyway. That is Real Madrid come back from 2 goals down to keep La Liga title race within
Gareth
grasp.
Christian Bale.
Gareth Christian Bale. Atletico Madrid go to 1-0. there's your recap. You don't need to go anywhere else. Things are happening in the Premier League. Newcastle get another great result against Liverpool. 2 goals down, bring it back.
I know.
Rafa Benitez, the relegation battle is heating up. We'll see what happens. Jason, join me.
Shout to fire.
Good job, Mahrez. Is he the best bargain signing ever? In the comments. I'm getting a little traction on my hands. France_Maxwell on Twitter, Jason Rubin 91. Francis Maxwell host on Instagram, Jason Rubin 91.
Burning.